Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and please do leave us a 5-star review. It helps us more than you can imagine. Anyways, enjoy the podcast. And now to the final part of the podcast. Obviously, with the London Derby coming on the weekend, and we have an Arsenal fan sat here, we are going to be doing...
If you didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. If the shirt didn't give it away, I don't know why I said that. And the amount of Arsenal talk. We're going to do an Arsenal and Spurs combined 11. And...
Easy.
I actually am going to be honest. I think there's a couple of discussions in here. I think there's a few. I don't think it's as easy as we all think.
It is.
So we're going to start off in goal. Ramsdale versus Lloris.
Ramsdale.
Recently retired international duty, Lloris is not my pick.
Why did you do that in such a weird way? Were you trying to catch us out?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's Ramsdale, isn't it?
Yeah. Lloris is a fraud. He's one. Not even in the top 15 goalkeepers.
Word of the pod.
Yeah,
fraud.
He's not even in the top 15 keepers in the Premier League.
Top 15?
No.
That's a bit.
I'd put it out there now. Pickford is better than Lloris.
No, he's not.
I mean, he is. He is.
No,
and I
he's
hate
not.
Pickford.
No,
I hate Lloris, man. He's what you call I'm trying to think, a TV replay keeper.
A highlights.
That's it.
TV replay!
He makes everything look so dramatic just for a little cheeky highlight in slow-mo. It's embarrassing.
That's just his style.
He's awful.
It's always been like that, but it's Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to go straight to right back then. Ben White or Emerson Royale?
Matt Doherty.
I didn't even put him in just because I knew you'd say that.
It's Ben White.
It's
Ben White.
This year's Ben White, no doubt.
This year? It surely is every year.
He's only
Emerson
played
Royale.
this year at right back, hasn't he, Ben White? So
Yeah, but
this
even
year it's
he
Ben
could
White.
always be playing it right back over Emerson Royale because Emerson Royale is another fraud. I don't think he's even a
30
fraud.
million cost.
They've got 3 right backs, which would probably cost them about 70 mil, and none of them are any good.
Jed Spence was 25.
What has happened to him?
Emerson Royale's 30 and Doherty was 12.
He's
It's
played
like-
about twice, hasn't he, Jed Spence?
He literally comes on for about 5. I think he came on. I can't remember who it was against. It was against the Villa.
It was like 7 minutes, and it was his longest.
Yeah, that's what they
appearance.
said. I couldn't believe it.
Conte hates him.
But what he said it wasn't he said it wasn't his signing, didn't he? But like, what? Surely it can't be any worse than Emerson Royale and Matt Doherty.
Matt Doherty's been pretty good actually recently.
Pretty like,
For Matt Doherty
standards, yeah.
Yes.
For compared to his standards at Spurs so far, he's been pretty decent. But it's Ben White.
Yeah, definitely. Now on to the next discussion. Christian Romero or Gabriel? Oh, I think now this one's an interesting
This is
one.
closer than I think people
Gabriel.
think.
Well, in fact, no, they're both right-sided centre-halves. I know why you've done this, so it's not all Arsenal. The right-sided centre-half is Saliba versus Romero. So let's do that.
No, because we're going to try and make it a bit more of a discussion with it.
Because left side's Lenglet or whatever his name
Right,
is.
so I'm still going... Yeah, so it's Lenglet, Gabriel. They're both left-footed. The other ones are both right-footed. Sam's just doing it to try and make the debate. So it's... I'll say if you did agony, it's Saliba and Gabriel.
It's not. There was this Ben Davis.
Oh, could you imagine?
It's not.
I think Romero and Gabriel though. The reason I put it is because there's more of a
There's
debate.
more, but I'm still picking Gabriel.
There's more of a debate.
I really like Romero, but he's rash, and I think Gabriel's matured really well this year.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd still take Gabriel and Saliba, but I just thought there was a bit more discussion there. But don't worry, we won't have a discussion. We'll just move.
We're
straight.
always going to tarnish everything.
We have had the discussion. Yeah, you've had your airtime.
Arsenal. Oh, I love this. This is great. Arsenal talk.
It's simple, isn't it? Like,
Get yourself an Arsenal TV.
we have just been far better than Spurs.
No, you have been,
Apart
to
from
be
one
fair.
position, which is fine. I accept that. The rest of it is Arsenal.
Left back.
Zinchenko or Tini, take your pick.
I don't think Perisic has had a bad season.
No, to be fair,
I
he
was
has.
gonna say, you dismissed him very quickly.
I was about to
there.
say you dismissed Perisic.
And both of those been injured for a period this year, whereas
Perisic's
Perisic's
had
been there the whole
a very
time.
good season.
Perisic for consistency.
I'm still saying Zinchenko.
I think argument-wise consistency. I'm not even trying to wind you up.
No, it's fine. You
Because
can
if
have it.
Zinchenko
You can have
went-
that one. As long as there's only 2 Spurs players on the pitch, you can have it.
There's more discussions coming. Don't you worry. So we're going to lock in Perisic at left back.
Perisic it is.
Yeah. Okay. So holding midfielder. This is, I can't. But this is a really easy one again. Partey or Basuma?
You've even mentioned Basuma.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd whack him in. And I just thought I'd whack him in so we can have a discussion about how
I thought
poor
you at least
Basuma is.
mentioned Højbjerg.
No, I was going to throw him in, but I just wanted to discuss Basuma. What has happened to Basuma, by the way? Like what?
He looks a shadow of himself, doesn't he?
I don't know what is going on. Like what?
I thought he'd really suit Spurs. He just doesn't look the same player at all.
He was great at Brighton. Like,
But I don't know. Because I thought Bissouma was good, yeah. But we've seen with Conte, he has his players, and if you don't fit into it, you're not in favour, and there's not really any way for you to get in favour.
They play with the midfield too, but he's not even third choice because Ollie Skip's third choice.
It's mad, isn't
And
it?
suddenly he's fourth choice. I don't understand what has happened to Bissouma and how much Conte has obviously just demotivated him.
Yeah, because you think of last season, I remember he went to Chelsea. He went to Chelsea. You're right.
Sorry.
He went. No, don't apologise. That's rude, about you then. But against Chelsea last season, Bissouma ran the show, absolutely demolished Chelsea on his own. Like he was at a level where we all said he could easily go to any of the big six.
Yeah.
And then he'd gone to Spurs, and it's awful.
It's a flop. Frankie flop.
The biggest Frankie flop of the season, I'd say. Really.
Oh, it's an early call for biggest Frankie flop of the season.
The price tag is a lot of money. It was a lot of money as well.
Philip Coutinho.
I forgot about him.
Who? Mr. Stevenage, who?
Mr. Stevenage.
We could whack Højbjerg in there as a discussion, but I don't think again it's
still
real
party.
discussion.
It is still party.
Next position, Xhaka or Bentancur?
Xhaka.
Jacques has massively improved. Bentancur's been very good
I
this
think
year.
he's had a great season.
He's been one of the lights for Spurs.
Why are you running that face?
Yeah, he's been all right, but if we were actually comparing the two, has he been anywhere near as good as Granit Xhaka this season?
But
The
Xhaka's
answer
just been
is
better
no.
than his normal self. He's not been sent off yet this
But do
year.
you not
has he?
think slightly we are putting Xhaka way above than he actually is purely because of how bad he was in the past and how
He wasn't bad in the past.
but as in with the antics and
Wasn't
things like
electric,
that.
was
He
he?
wasn't
No,
great.
he wasn't, and he's been brilliant this year.
He has been very good this
And
year.
he's
added
improved
goals,
this year.
and he's added goals to his game.
I mean, I just think Arsenal playing with the wrong position because he plays number 10 for Switzerland for years.
You're not seriously suggesting we play Granit Xhaka number 10.
Are you trying to get a bite there?
Yeah, I was
Please don't
loving
you
it.
were. Okay, thank you. So we're going to have Xhaka. Number 10 wise, there's not really anyone you can really discuss with Odegaard who you could really throw in there. But I just wanted to, as a third midfield, you could again have the same discussions, Bentancur or Højbjerg to throw in there, but you can't really throw him in there.
What about Brian Gill?
Brian Gill,
He
how
played twice this year, and he recently.
I'm convinced.
Where's the big £55 million signing Lo Celso as well?
Is it Villarreal?
Oh yeah, that's good because he was really good, wasn't he? Well worth the investment.
He
He was great with documentary, wasn't he?
That's all he was for. I'm convinced. But what on Brian Gill, by the way, how was he got that move? I still haven't seen anything yet of him. Like I've not
He
even.
looked half decent the other day, but it's only half decent.
But like you
But
know,
wasn't he signed like 3 years ago?
Yeah,
Like,
he's-
He had two.
two.
It was last season.
But even then, like he's doing absolutely nothing. And you know when like a young signing comes from abroad and you see all these little Twitter highlights. I've actually seen none of his as well because I don't think he's ever done it really.
So he cost 30 million as well. It's a lot of money.
Because he hadn't made many appearances senior wise. I remember
So
looking
he
into
then
it.
went back on loan to Seville where he came from.
And he didn't
Second
do
half
much.
last year.
It wasn't
Didn't do
Seville,
well.
was it?
Was it Seville or was it?
No, I don't know where it was. Did he come from Valencia?
Well, it might be
I
Valencia.
don't know if that's where he went. Oh yeah, I think he did go back
Yeah.
there, yeah.
But then he's done a lot of nothing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of them players that
Spursy.
I still don't actually know though what his like best
Do you know
attribute
what with
is.
Spursy? If I beat Arsenal this weekend, that'd be Spursy.
Oh yeah, they probably will. Harry Kane will score 2 penalties.
So I can tell you where he played. I'm currently googling it now. So Sevilla, he originally played for, and he went on loan to Valencia.
Oh, okay.
So we got it between all of us.
Stats.
Then right winger, Saka or Kulusevski.
Because that's been injured too much again, hasn't he?
Really-
Saka's been electric.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I still think though Kulusevski is probably, other than Kane, the best player at Spurs. And I think if you can keep him fit,
This year, yeah.
definitely, because he's a great player, and he somehow I don't understand how it works. Because like when you watch him, he's not a normal winger at all. It shouldn't work as well as it does, but he just can't keep himself fit.
I think he's brilliant.
I
He's
really
so
like
so
him.
good. He looks really mature for his age as well. I think he brings other players into play. Works really well with Kane and Son. When they've got those as a front three, it's a great front three.
Yeah,
It's a really, really feared front three.
but it is Saka. Yeah, I can see you.
Really feared. All Son's goals this season. Fear them.
This could really come back to haunt you. These comments.
Son hat trick coming in.
So Saka,
Son's there crying.
They need
Mike,
Richarlison
oh.
back. He's far better than Son this season.
Richarlison's had a great season when he was fit.
Great.
I've almost forgotten he was there, to be honest with you.
Great.
He hasn't started many games for him in the Premier League.
No, to be
He's
fair,
had a good impact.
I say great. Great's probably a lot. Yeah,
season.
I keep throwing the word great around quite a lot, actually.
Probably
Great.
say he's a legend.
He's probably had an average season, to be fair.
World class.
Yeah.
No, we won't use that word.
No.
So we're going Saka then, aren't we?
Yes, we're going Saka.
Left wing, Son or Martinelli?
Martinelli.
Son, we said last week.
Crying.
Sorry, just looking for him. He's been absolutely nowhere. Well, he's literally, his only goals this season were in the Premier League were against Leicester. That's his only goals this season. And I can't decide what it is. Whether it's because he started so well under Conte. I don't know what it is.
I just think because he's been such a long time in great form, you've got to have a dip occasionally, ain't you?
But there's a dip and then there's
This.
not scoring any goals.
Yeah, but many players have done this. Hazard did this, didn't he? And we'll still says he's a great player. He went for a whole season. It was cack.
Yeah, but not this level.
You should get, like
Yeah,
on the video,
the
get like one of those
little counter. Yeah, every time.
You've had
But 3 goals for an entire season when Son's best attribute is his finishing.
And it's more goals than Joe Costa.
But
what are you doing?
but like when you actually look at it, Højbjerg's outscored him.
Yeah.
Has he?
I've just said that. I think he has.
No,
I think he has. I remember looking at their goal scorers.
That's bad.
It's awful. Son has been absolutely dreadful. So
Cack.
It's,
yeah.
it's not like he hasn't played either.
I just don't know what it is. I actually don't know what it is. But I can't pinpoint what is
What's different.
What's different? Obviously goals. I know that. Obviously before one of you lot said
But
it.
like the style of playing, how he usually gets goals is usually running in behind. But Spurs haven't really given him a chances, have they?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's down to Harry Kane not being as formidable as he was as a pair. Like he was constantly setting him up, putting him in through.
Because he's got to do
chances.
everything else.
But that's the problem.
I actually feel sorry for Harry Kane, although he let his country down and all that jazz. But the amount of workload he has to do to lift that Spurs team to be even anywhere near to good, because he's just brilliant.
Yeah, he's too good for them.
I still think Spurs will reach top 4 because they got Kane.
Yeah. Top 4.
I think they
Top
will.
4.
Well, I think
they
there's.
Kane will just drag him through.
So who's not out of
Liverpool?
Newcastle?
Liverpool aren't making it.
Newcastle and Man U. Which one isn't?
He's just thought about it now, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Now it's ticking.
I
Yeah.
think Man U will definitely.
And I think Newcastle will.
I think Newcastle's the one that.
It's going to be a great race.
Towards the end of the season, it'll be.
It's a top 4 race. It's not. That's the most exciting, to be honest. Who cares about the top 2? Yeah. Just trying to get the pressure off Arsenal.
I prefer relegation scraps.
That's good.
I bet you do. I hate them because we always lose them. So we're going Saka and Martinelli on the wings, definitely.
Yeah.
Up top, Jesus he's had a good season until he was injured,
Good season.
but Kane's on another level.
Yeah.
And I still want. I think Jesus
He deserves better.
could be a world class striker if he just improved his finishing, became more of a lethal striker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Because, he gets into so many goal scoring situations that you expect him to put them away. But a lot of strikers don't get into that many, and his finishing isn't the level of a Harry Kane or a Haaland or a Lewandowski. He's just not, and I don't think he ever will be. But he keeps getting into the positions he's going to do good things, and it's not just that; it's everything else he gives you.
Yeah.
Which we've spoke about before.
Could Nketiah be put in for a shout?
Simon,
No goal gets you, man. It's been decent only recently. Jeez.
he's holding the fort.
I'm amazed at how well he's done. I just did not see it coming.
Oh no, you didn't. You said it on the
I
podcast.
know, and I fully believed it. I thought the guys were going to drop for us. I thought he was going to drop off, and he just kept you going. He keeps scoring, and he looks half decent.
I really like him.
Okay.
I never
he
saw him
also
before.
he also works hard for the team, and he's absolutely rapid.
he's
He
quick.
works channels constantly.
He's nasty.
He's got a lot better with his hold-up play, considering his size. He's tiny, really. When you look at him compared to the centre halves, he's tiny.
Here's a question then: does Gabriel Jesus, when he comes back, does he go straight into the starting 11? Or would you
He's still better than Nketiah.
but can you drop Nketiah with the form he's showing?
It depends. We've got Spurs, Man U, and City coming up in the next few weeks.
So imagine if Gabriel Jesus just ignore those 3 games. Nketiah keeps up his form as he's going along now. Just just a random game, would you bring
So
Gabriel Jesus
yeah,
back?
but so we can't ignore those games because they're the games we're
So
playing.
if he carries on scoring, say if he gets
So-
2
so-
goals out of 3 games.
Yeah, I don't think you can drop him.
Yeah, okay.
My only question for him: has he scored any meaningful goals? Like in a 2-1, he scored the second goal to win the
Bagged
3
it
points.
against Oxford.
But that was the second and third goal, wasn't it? That was in a 3-0 win. He scored the second and third goal. Wasn't the first goal to get him going?
Did he score against West Ham? Didn't he
It's
get?
his 3rd goal.
Oh, was it?
But it
Has
was
he scored any
it was a
goals to
brilliant goal.
gain the points? Is my question.
You're big.
I'm nitpicking.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm just trying to back my point from before a little bit.
My goal's better than your goal.
That's like my jaw's better than your jaw, isn't it?
Well, rather draw to Liverpool than Chesterfield.
I don't.
He still drew.
It's still
never
true.
know what to say to that.
Wolves won 3-1. It's fine.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Up the VAR.
The VAR.
So that's our combined 11. I can't believe it's actually crazy when you look at it. So it's not crazy. It's pretty standard. Spurs, Arsenal combined 11. Ramsdale in goal. Ben White right back. Gabriel and Saliba centre backs. Perisic left back. Partey, Xhaka and Odegaard as midfield 3. Saka, Martinelli and Kane. I think that's pretty fair, to be fair.
Bit embarrassing for Spurs, isn't it?
It is, considering that all of the expectations we had for Spurs at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I think, because I admit, I looked at the squad and I think we all did. We expected a lot more from them.
They invested
A lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money. What, you're talking 100 mil on top of getting 4th place last year? You have to expect.
Yeah, because we always said that Son and Kane, you need to add to that. So they
And they
spent
got
big.
Richarlison.
Yeah, Richarlison, Longley, like...
Is it end of next season? Son and Kane are out of contract, and I can see both of them
Harry
leaving
Kane
Spurs.
needs to leave.
Is
He
it both
has to-
leaving
He
Spurs?
needs to leave. Well, Man United, if they like, it's always been there, and it's always made perfect sense. I think Harry Kane to Man U.
I fancy Harry Kane going to Bayern Munich.